What's up, everybody? Little Big Robots back with another video. This time I'm looking at another number 57 toy, number 57 armored puppets, 124 scale. This is another one of the 12 lines I collect, of course. I got mine. I get mine usually from a site called ShowZ, which is a China-based site. If you didn't know that, you can also get them from different areas like Big Bad Toy Store, places like that. This is a number 57 armored puppet. In case you didn't know, it's a 124 scale kit. That's generally based around these kind of robot humanoid workers slash combat units, etc., etc. And now they have armored frog units, which I have mine ordered. I haven't received them yet for some reason, but everything is backed up. So what I'm going to show you today is this dormant cabin. I guess is a good way to translate, like stasis something or rather. Now there's a lot in here, so I'll go through it a little bit at a time. This is essentially a kit to build one of each of these. So you can build this one, which is the biggest one, which I'll build and show you in a minute. You can build this one, which I have right here. Or you can build, I think, just one of these, either with the belt area, which I kind of prefer that one, or the see-through basic. It's unfortunate you can't build more than one at a time. I don't think you can, at least. I'll have to check, because you only have... So anyway, there might be some way, so I'll check. But another thing I'm going to check is I'm going to check to see if any of these parts work with the standard number 57. Amazing selection of parts for bases and stuff that you get. Now, if you look at the glass, the quote-unquote glass, it is a smoky color. Now, that might throw some people off, but, and I have not snapped this down all the way, you also get in this kit two lighting units. You put them together yourself. I put mine together, and they just don't quite seem to be really... no, I don't have a battery for it yet. It does not include the battery, which of course sucks. It's kind of like getting any Christmas present, and then you have a battery for it. But, I'm going to order some, the little watch batteries, or little flat ones. It just doesn't feel like it's really in there good. So I'm going to have to go and check. I'll probably put the battery in and see if it even works. But it doesn't stay in a certain position. It kind of goes back. So I imagine I might have a spring wrong or whatever. But anyway, what's cool about that is for each type of cabin you build, there's a lighting unit that goes up in here. Not only that, but you can actually connect a wire somewhere around here. You connect a wire, and it goes into the back of the armored puppet, which I had no idea was a thing. So you can plug it in back there. Let's show you what I'm talking about, which looks really cool. Right there. So you can actually take it from the lighting unit into the back of the armored puppet, and then it lights up, I guess, the front of the armored puppet frog guy. I'm not really sure. But so you get all these parts. There's a lot of stuff in here, including all these walls and stuff. So I'll probably build that one, take a pause, build that one, and come back. But this was, I think, my favorite one so far because it's a little larger. The next size one is even larger than this. But you get individual pieces of glass, basically just a plastic. Now they are fingerprint magnets. I imagine they'll show scratches pretty well, but what's kind of cool about this is that if it has a scratch on it, it really doesn't look, it kind of looks worn and cool, like a little bit how you'd want it anyway. So you snap the lighting unit there, you can turn it on, you slap that down, you have yourself a perfect actual display, not just a shelf thing that sits there like all the other number 57 shelf pieces like this. But you can actually have an actual display, which I think is fantastic. They're amazing. The price is a little bit high. I think it was like around 25, something like that. But still, you get a lot of parts. So this is the probably I'd call it the medium piece. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw together the larger one here, and I'm going to see how large that is and take a look at that. So give me a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have assembled the largest version. You can see what a fingerprint magnet is, so you're going to have to kind of wipe that off. But I also have, I don't know if you can see that, I have the LED light on. I was able to find a spare battery. By the way, forgive the noise. Those are the kids in the neighborhood playing football outside. These are really these lids. The middle part's kind of hard to get on, so I just left it loosely attached for now, so you can see in there. And to give you an idea of the size here, let me see if I can set them in here without having them fall all over, so you can see how that looks. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to set this in here real quick, make sure that he stands up. I'm going to put the lid loosely on. And then I'm going to turn off these lights here and see if I can get a better view. Oop, there we go. So let's turn these lights down here. Okay, let's turn this one down here. I've also got the you know, regular like light on. So you can see, this is just at my desk. If it was darker, if it was like on your shelf or whatever, in fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it on my shelf real quick. Okay, so here I've set it on my shelf, and you can see, again, a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, not a big deal. And you could probably rearrange it a bit, but that gives you an idea of the size. These are the normal, you know, the normal armored puppets. It's actually really good size. You could probably fit 4 in there if you wanted to, or if you've seen the advertisement for it or kind of the pictures of it, you put the new frog units in there. I don't know how bright that light will be because it's an old battery. I didn't have any of those batteries, and I found one inside another piece of technology, and I was like, oh, I'll just throw it in there, and it turned. I can't turn it off though. You do see here, you get some gaps here. That might be how I've got it squeezed together. Like this, some of the parts I probably just needed to squeeze together a little bit harder, and those gaps really aren't very present. Like I said, this is just loosely placed because getting these in place was kind of a hassle. Was a bit of a hassle because you kept knocking the parts, but it's really kind of once you get it together, it's going to be really nice and sturdy. I've got to squeeze that some more, make sure I don't have any parts in the wrong area or whatever. But that gives you an idea of what it looks like on the shelf. So the little light is cool. It's battery driven though, so you're going to have to open it, turn it on, close it. I think if you have an electric one, like the lights here on my shelf, these ones that change colors and stuff, I have a couple extra ones hanging on in areas of the shelf. I might just put an extra one in there. But this is really, really cool. The largest version like this I think is really cool, but it's hard to kind of see. And with my eyes, this is much dimmer than the camera is probably alluding to, because this phone is really good at night stuff and all that. It's going to compensate a bit. So I might grab like one of my extra lights there and rig it up into the top somehow, and that would look really cool, just flooding light in there, put some kind of critter in there or something like that. But again, a couple little gaps, but that's probably just me building it wrong. Really, really cool kit. I wish you kind of got more. I'd like to pay, you know, a little bit money for more than one in there, or at least options to make a large one and 2 smaller ones or whatever. Maybe I can. I'm going to look in there. But let me show you what I was left with over here. So back on my desk, I've got some of my normal, so you get 4 of the corner bits. I have my normal, I had to get an extra, what's funny is to join one of those things, I had to find all my extra parts from my, I have 2 boxes of stands here. So I'm not sure if those are all going to work or whatever, but you don't really get a lot left. So you really only can make that large one, I believe. But still, I'm going to mess with it. You might be able to make something smaller, maybe make 2 small, I don't know. I'm just going to see what we can do. And mess around with that. The lighting is cool, but you'll probably end up having to use a plug-in one, if that makes sense. But really, really cool toy, as usual. 57s are always great. I love this line. You can see why I purchased it now. But yeah, you definitely want more than one. It's pretty cool. So have a good one, everybody. Talk to you later.